academy all began with my father.
I'm actually of the generation of that group of martial artists that were influenced by the late and great Bruce Lee.
He's a lifetime martial artist.
I would literally, as a kid, put my boxing gloves in a paper bag and walk around my neighborhood asking guys to box with me.
So he's been involved in martial arts since he was a kid.
And I knew from that day, when I walked into that martial arts studio, that one day I would want to have my own school.
Then there was a bit of a transition period where we even had like a little academy in our garage.
And started literally from nothing. But it was a true labor of love. My intention was never to be the biggest, but only the best.
He always believed in being the best that you could be and offering the best. And we've just kind of carried that tradition throughout the years.
Here we are now, one of the finest. We are on the map throughout the world of martial arts. People come here from all over to train with us.
He had a major impact on my work ethic and my discipline and what kind of person I grew up to be.
On the mat, he's this monster. Off the mat, he's this quiet and very dignified and very considerate gentleman.
It was, all about humility, respect, discipline, and, being the best person that you can be through martial arts. As a kid, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu really motivated me, and it showed me that I could do it. I could be something.
We come in here and we train really hard, and I just think that's a really high confidence for me.
When we came here, we didn't know what to expect, and when we came in, everyone treated us like we were just part of a big family.
It's going to give their child a whole new outlook. It's definitely life-changing, and it's great for the kids because it becomes so natural to them. They're going to learn not just the martial arts, but a lot of key character traits.
Yes, sir!
Discipline and respect and their work ethic, working hard and achieving goals and things like that. And I'm saying this as a person who was a child in martial arts themselves, and I know the impact that it's had on my life.
I think a lot of people have expectations, nerves and stuff when they come in. Maybe they see mixed martial arts on TV, The Ultimate Fighter, they see these guys acting a certain way and kind of think maybe that's how it is everywhere.
Honestly, if I didn't know anything about martial arts, if I had my kids watching some of these programs that are out there now, I would not want them to get involved in mixed martial arts. Because I think, unfortunately, the drama, the attitude, the talk, and the image, I think it's very negative.
I think it's really different here. It's a family atmosphere. People care. They're really kind. They go out of their way to make you feel good. And there's no egos. They're not here to beat you up or to show off. They're here to help you.
It teaches me how to work with other people, and how to not give up and keep on going and give it your all and don't stop.
In 40 years, I've been privileged to train with some of the best martial artists in history. The more gifted they were, the tougher, the more skilled martial artists they were, the more humble they were. And so that's the image that we want to project. We want to be a contribution to our community and let them know that, hey, this is something positive.
I think it applies structure to their life. I think it's important for them to have structure in their life. And they get in there and it's kind of, stand in the line, it's a certain regimen, but that's good for them. And it's part of a community. It allows them to be part of a community, and that community helps build their character.
I'm getting great comments from my 10-year-old's teachers about his performance. I mean, he's courteous, and he's making good grades. And again, I have an older son that did martial arts as well, and we saw the same thing. When we took him out of martial arts, his grades went down. Put him back in, his grades went up.
I've got a nephew that was 10 years old at the time, and
you know, overweight little kid. Couldn't get him to stick with any sports. We tried everything. We brought him up here and he loves it. We never have to drag him to practice. You know, he wants to go every single day, and he comes out here dripping sweat. You know, he's working hard, and he loves coming here, and he's stuck with it for over a year now, and we're really happy about that. We get the fitness, we get the self-defense, and then we get the bonding, and that's just, you know, it's a win-win-win for us.
So you never know, you know, how much it's going to change their life. I mean, they start getting better grades in school, they're more well-behaved, they're more focused, they're more driven. I think it just opens the eyes to, like, man, the sky is the limit, you know, there's so many things I can achieve.
That not to be mean and be kind, not to be rude, but to be nice, and not to try to be hurtful and try to be very, very cool.
I think it's important for the children to have that sort of direction and have that other thing that they can fall in love with. You know, it's amazing what it can do for them.
What I was really impressed with was how supportive the kids were of each other. All the kids in Ethan's class were, you know, encouraging him when he was doing a move.
It's not about teaching someone how to choke a guy out, but it's about teaching them character, restraint, humility.
All the staff, they're all people that have had their lives deeply affected and changed by martial arts and by this school. So they have a 100% belief in what we have to offer and what we're doing here, and they take a lot of pride in their job and their responsibility.
I feel like a lot of places, they see it as their job. For me, it's not that. Like, these are kind of like my kids, you know, in a sense. You know, I feel a responsibility for their well-being, for their happiness, their progression, and I know that the other coaches feel the same way, as they did for me, and they still do.
They're people that they don't do martial arts. Martial arts is a part of them, a part of who they are. And they're all just so very skilled, and I believe in all their abilities, not just on the mat, but who they are as people.
Whether or not you're the most skilled martial artist, in the scheme of things, that's not really what it's all about. It's really about how you can apply all of this in every step of your life.
I want to have the best martial arts academy that I can offer to the community here in Oklahoma City, and be able to take the people that come through our doors and change their lives and help them also accomplish their goals and dreams, just like my father did for me and martial arts has given me my whole life.